Good morning, Lian. Welcome to our April 12, 2021 class. So before we start with our letter for today, we have to practice counting from 1 to 50. So I want you to count with teacher. Are you ready? Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Did you count with teacher? Good job. So now, we will learn about our letter for today. Last week, we learned about the letter W. So now, we will be learning about the letter. Yes, it is. It's the letter X. So we have our capital letter X and we also have our lowercase letter X. For our capital letter X, we start at the top. We make a sliding line going down. We go back to the top again and we make another sliding line going down. For lowercase letter X, we still start at the top but we make a small line going down, go back to the top, another small line going down. We have our letter X and the sound of X is x, x, x. Let's see what are the things that begin with the letter X. So we have words here that begin with the letter X. When it says begin, it means that it has the x, x sound in the beginning of the word. Just like we have our, we have our x, x for xylophone. We also have x, x for X-ray. We have x, x for fox. But we also have words that have the x sound in the end. Just like here, this is a wax. Wax. The wax has the x sound in the end. Just like here, wax. This is the wax. It has the x, x sound in the end. And for our next picture that begins with the letter X, we have this bird. This bird is called a xenops. So this is how it is spelled. Where do we put it? Okay, this is xenops. And it has the x, x sound in the beginning. And this frog is called a Xenopus. That is the name of the frog. And it spells out as this one. Xenopus. That is how the name of this frog is called. So it also has the x, x sound in the beginning. Just like xylophone, X-ray fish, and xenops. And for the word that has the x, x sound in the end again, we have our box. Box. The x sound is in the end, just like in wax. And we also have our facts. Facts. The x sound is also in the end. So we have X words that begin with the letter X, just like xylophone, X-ray, X-ray fish, xenops, and xenopus. And we also have words that end with x, just like wax, box, and fax. Now, for the next slide, we are going to get our Play-Doh mats. You can use your Play-Doh, but Teacher Sarah will be using her markers to make our letter X. So let's start with the capital letter X. We start at the top, we make a line going down. Go to the other side, make a line going down again. For lowercase letter X, we start at the top, make a small line going down, go to the other side, make another small line going down. And for the things that begin with the letter X that has the x, x sound in the beginning, we have our xylophone. We also have our X-ray, and the last picture is our X-ray fish. Nail does not begin with the letter X, it begins with the letter N. And this is a pear. Pear begins with the letter P. We only color our xylophone, our X-ray, and our X-ray fish. And because we are done with our Play-Doh mat, let's proceed to the next slide. And for our next slide, what do we have here? We have the letter X again. So we will practice how to write our letter X. A criss and a cross, and in case you forgot, where is the treasure? X marks the spot. So it's just like this one. You make a criss and a cross. Just like that. That's how you make your letter X. You just make a line going down, go back to the top, a line going down again. And for this side, we practice again. We make a line going down and a line going down again. And we made our letter X. X marks the spot. So for this slide, you can pause the video so you can practice writing the letter X on the screen. I will be writing on Megan's side of the slide. So line down, go to the other side, another line slanting down. Go to the top, slanting line going down. To the other side, another slanting line. Next one, line down. Go to the other side, line down. Next one, slanting line down. And another slanting line going down. We made our capital letter X. Did you finish tracing the letter X on the screen? Good job. You can also practice writing the letter X on your whiteboard. Now let's see what we have here. Oh, it's time for us to work. So you have to color your X is for X-ray. You have to trace your lines, trace capital and lowercase letter X, and do not forget you also have to write. And for the last worksheet on the screen, you have to sort your capital and your lowercase letter X. You can pause the video now so you can start working. But do not forget you have to trace your name first. Trace your name before you start working so you do not forget. Now, when you're all done with all three worksheets, you now have to mark and graph. You will now have to count and graph. So you have to mark and count first so you do not repeat counting the same picture again. And you also have to mark the correct number of boxes to know how many you did. So you can pause again the video so you will have time to work. Did you finish all of your work? Good job. Did you write your name also? Very good. So Teacher Sarah has pictures here on my screen. So we have to color the pictures that begin with the letter X. So the sound of the letter X is x, x, x. So X-ray, X-ray. Does it have the letter X in the beginning? Yes, it does. So let's color our X-ray. Here is our X-ray. Now we have the leaf. Leaf. Does leaf begin with the letter X? No, it does not. It begins with the letter L. Here, this is a fish, and this fish is called an X-ray fish. X-ray fish, does it have the letter X in the beginning? Yes, it does. So we should color this fish also. Now, we have a unicorn. Unicorn. Does unicorn begin with the letter X? No, it does not. It has the sound. So it's for the letter U. U is for unicorn. And this one, this tree is called a cactus. Cactus. Cactus begins with the letter C, not the letter X. And this one, this is called a dragonfly. The dragonfly begins with the letter D, so we will not color it also. Next one, we have a musical instrument, and this instrument is called a xylophone. Xylophone begins with the letter X. Yes, it does. So we will color our xylophone. Then for the next one, we have a nail. Nail. Nail begins with the letter N, so we should write the letter N there. Now we have a bear. Bear. Bear begins with the letter B, so we should not color it. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 3 objects that begins with the letter X. We have X is for X-ray, X for X-ray fish, and X for xylophone. Now, it will be your turn to work. So, you have your capital letter X and also your lowercase letter X. So, for this one, for the first worksheet, you have to color only your capital letter X, okay? Only the big letter X should be colored. And for the next worksheet, you have to color only the small letter X. So you can now pause the video and you can work. Don't forget to trace your name, okay? Very nice. Now that you're done with this worksheet, let's proceed to the last worksheet that we have to do. So we have our capital letter X should be color gray and our lowercase letter X should be color brown. So remember, color gray for capital and color brown for lowercase. So you can pause again the video so you can finish your work. Did you finish all of your worksheets? Good job, Shobs. Okay, so before we end our class today, I want you to review with me. The letter on Teacher Sarah's screen is the letter T. And the sound of T is t, 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 just like turtle. Does letter T, 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 t for pumpkin? No. How it begins with the letter P. So let's write letter P there on the side. How about for taco? Taco? Yes, it does. How about for tooth? Tooth. Tooth also begins with the letter T. How about for cat? Cat begins with the letter C. How about for tiger? Tiger. Tiger begins with the letter T. So we have our letter T. The sound of T is t, t, t. For turtle, for taco, for tooth, and also for tiger. After the letter T, we have the letter Letter U. The sound of U is for under. The ball is under the table. How about umbrella? Does umbrella begin with the letter U? Yes, it does. So let's put umbrella there. The arrow is pointing up, up, up. Also begins with the letter U. How about scissors? Scissors begins with the letter S. So let's put it there on the side. How about underwear? Underwear. Underwear begins with the letter U, so it should just be here. And for the last one, we have the queen. Queen does not begin with the letter U. It begins with the letter Q. So let's review. We have the letter U. The sound of U is for under, for umbrella, for up, and also for underwear. After the letter U, we have the letter V. The sound of V is v, just like for volcano. Violet also begins with the letter V. Vest also begins with the letter V. And lastly, we have vacuum. Vacuum begins with the letter V also. But how about moon? Does moon begin with the letter V? No, it begins with the letter M. And this is a robot. Robot. Does robot begin with the letter V? It does not. It begins with the letter R. So let's review again. We have the letter V. The sound of V is V for volcano, for violin, for vest, for vacuum. After the letter V was our letter friend last week. It was the letter W. And the sound of W is wah, just like wagon. We also have W for web, W for watermelon, and letter W for witch. How about fish? Fish. Fish does not begin with the letter W, but it begins with the letter F. How about hat? Hat. Hat begins with the letter H. So let's look here again. We have the letter W. The sound of W is wah for wagon, wah for web, wah for watermelon, and wah for witch. And lastly, our letter friend for the week is the letter X. So for this picture, it has the x sound in the end. X sound in the end, just like in 6. We have the word six, and it has the letter X in the end. Let's encircle the letter X in the end. Just like in fox. Fox. Fox has the x sound in the end also. Just like that. It has the x sound in the end. And we also have mix. Mix. Mix also has the x sound in the end. Mix. And the last one, we have wax. Wax. Oh no, what happened? Let's just box it na lang. We have wax. Wax. Wax has the x sound in the end. Wax. There you go. Oh, the x sound is in the end of the word, just like in our number 6, in the fox, in the mix. x, and also in the wax. The x sound is in the end. So did you listen to listen to our lesson for today? Did you finish all of your work? Good job, Lian. Teacher will see you again on Wednesday. Okay? Bye-bye.